Will those of you that stood up for civil rights in the 60s please stand up and be recognized for your contribution? Go ahead. Come on, stand up. How about those of you that stood up for women's rights? Those of you that have stood up for the environment, for the health and safety of our planet, please stand up. For education, for our children, for our schools, please stand up. And finally, those of you that ever stood up for anything you believe, please stand up. And what we don't realize often enough is that we are constantly surrounded by not just great, but amazing company. We are surrounded by people, by the heroes, by the sheroes that we have been waiting for. And we are surrounded by people that are solutionaries. They're not focused on the problems in the world, although there are many. They're focused on the solutions, and they're an active part of creating those solutions. So thank you all for your leadership in the community.
Good morning. My name is Ave Trotter, and I am the Events and Training Manager for the Center for Nonprofit Management. And today we will be having our 5th annual Bridge to Excellence Conference. The theme of today is innovation. Don't let it scare you.
It's the thing we're all afraid of doing, and we know we should be, because it's expensive, it's time consuming, it uses resources. And so the goal today is to talk about how innovation doesn't have to scare you. Innovation is thinking about what you have differently, using it in new ways, and being creative. It doesn't have to be hard. It just takes thought and planning, and that's what we're going to do today.
Today's conference will include 8 breakout sessions that will spark creativity and will build understanding on what innovation is. And it doesn't always mean that you have to change something within your organization. Sometimes you can use whatever's already in your organization. So be prepared to open your minds today to a little innovation, and I hope you have a great day.
How many of you know about the kanji for crisis in Chinese? I see a smile in the back, so maybe. Well, when the Chinese write the word crisis, it's actually made up of 2 different words. It's danger and opportunity. Right? And this is really fascinating because as we look at innovation, as we look at revolution and the theme of this conference, both change and revolution imply change, and change can be scary. It can even cause a crisis like people are worried about as it relates to next generation leadership and leadership transfer. But again, crisis is about danger, but also about opportunity.
Thomas Jefferson said, "Nothing can stop the person who has the right attitude, and God help the person who has the wrong attitude." Now, if I've learned anything in my 25 to 30 years of working in the nonprofit world, that is one of those issues that always rises to the occasion. I'm reminded of the Maya Angelou quote that says, "It doesn't really matter what people say about you or what they think about you. What you will remember is how they treat you." Your organization's success or lack thereof has more to do with your attitude and the board's attitude than just about anything I can think of.
I'm glad to have been a part of this event. I got to speak here, got to meet with a lot of really, I think, driven, smart, passionate people coming together, and I think events like this are really important to bring people together. My job is to sort of to throw out some idea bombs, then have people talk about them, have people work together to try to make sense of what it is they're doing and what it is that they could do better, how to in effect face the world together. And so I totally support this kind of thing and think we should do more of it, and we should all support the arts and other nonprofits, the social services nonprofits as well.
Can you think outside the box? Because if you can't, I'll hire you. How outside the box can you think? Pretty high. Okay, we're going to pay him lots of money. He's got to think outside the box. I say, "Hey, Brent, that's too expensive." Yeah, I like how you think outside the box, but that's way too big. No, it's not situational. It is complicated. It's high complexity. Catherine's going to do it. She can think outside the box. Catherine goes off. Catherine comes back, and I say, "Catherine, that's just weird." Make it less weird. Yeah, make it less weird. Okay, so finally it happens, right? Someone comes back, and there is a place, there's a little teeny little place where it's not too weird, not too hard, not too difficult, not too complicated, not too expensive. There's a place like that. And then you bring that. It's what? In the box. And that's how we manage innovation. We in fact say to people, go think outside the box when it's not what we want. It doesn't tell them what to do. It makes them feel bad about having done it. That's just, it's a setup for a loser. It's a failure. So what can we do differently?
Well, I'm delighted to be a part of the CNM conference today. This is a very important way for people to get network with one another, improve their skills, enhance their contacts, and these sessions are very important because of the learning and the opportunity to interact with one another.
This is the first of these sessions that I've attended, and what I've loved about it is I'm fairly new to the executive director CEO role. I've been in this job a little over a year, and I'm picking up some really helpful hints about things I can be doing to improve my skills as an executive director.
Well, it was an inspiring conference because of the quality of the people who were here, the types of questions that they ask, and quite frankly, the speakers brought what in effect was the soup, and they made a whole lot better out of it than what was brought to them. So it was a fabulous event, and congratulations to CNM for the hard work and the insight and the committee that put it together. They did a yeoman's job and a very creative meeting.
Well, they always present something that's relevant and useful in a professional way. I love them.
The conference today was wonderful. I think the highlight for myself was the social media aspect. But every session that I went to was very professional, well done. Speakers were well prepared, and everything I can take away from here and use going forward with my organization. So thank you, Center for Nonprofit Management.